Hospital Authority, the Clinton Recreational Authority, the Clinton Airport Authority, the Clinton Public Works Authority, and the Clinton Solid Waste Authority, and the Clinton Industrial Authority. Gerald Green, would you offer our prayer, please?
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for our many blessings. We thank you for this land in which we live, the freedoms that we have here. We thank you for guiding over those who came before us, who have made it what it is. Our Father, tonight we especially ask your blessings upon our council members. Guide them. I pray that they will make decisions that are best for the people of this town. Our Father, we thank you most of all for your Son, Jesus, who died for us. And we ask these things through him. Amen.
Thank you, Gerald. Councilman Stewart, please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome all. You have hopefully received your agenda, expenditures, and minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda? So moved. Second? Anyone?
I'll second.
Trustee Dowdell?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Stewart?
Yes.
Trustee McComas? And Chairman?
Yes. We have no action items. Any trustee remarks in any of these authorities?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
From what I understand, we are on those authorities, right? I
We
mean,
are as trustees, yes.
do we ever see any kind of reports of what these people do? I'm curious because on the hospital authority, I was talking to an individual this week, and they said they had to go to the emergency room on a weekend, and said there was no surgeon on staff during the weekend, and said they were very understaffed. We're supposed to have a Class A hospital. Why does that happen?
Somebody want to address the issue of reports? I mean, the hospital authority has its own board of directors.
Right, so the hospital authority, and this was well before my time, was actually set up whenever we sold the hospital. Actually, we sold it, leased it. Well, yeah, we leased it. So the hospital itself is not named. The hospital itself is not under our operational control. We have ceded control of the operations of the hospital to the entities which now run it. H&A, I think, is who's currently running it. Well, now, we have an advisory board, and under our lease agreement with H&A, we are entitled to certain input, but as far as day-to-day operations and management of the hospital, you don't have the authority over that.
And I don't want authority over it.
No.
I really don't, but I'm saying if we're gonna have a Class A city and have a Class A hospital, if you go out there on the weekend and you need a surgeon, you're not gonna get one.
Councilman Stewart, if I might add, I do sit on the hospital board too. I don't know if that particular weekend that you're talking about, they are in a transition period with the ER staff changing over from a group that was called the Schumacher Group to a new group. So I don't know if that was the weekend that you're talking about. I know they're in transition, but other than that, I mean, it's typically staffed. And if you're looking for a surgeon every weekend at the hospital, it typically doesn't operate that way. If you need a heart surgeon, they're not going to be out there. They're going to have to triaging and moving it up on the city. But if they were short-staffed, it's possible that it could have been during the transition period.
But the key is too, and you're explaining that, I think, and that's what Ryan's saying, is that this body does not have the everyday authority to police that particular type of body, as long as it's leased to Alliance or HMA.
That's not what I'm trying to obtain. I just want to know why on the weekends. No, sir.
But if you'll give me the dates and let me know, I will check into it personally.
All right.
So,
Okay, thank you both. Bobby, do you have anything else?
No.
Anyone else? Mark, you have anything?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Trustee Dowdell?
Yes.
Trustee Stewart?
Yes.
Trustee Jones?
yes.
Trustee McComas?
Yes.
And Chairman?
Yes. Call to order the regular meeting of the Clinton City Council. And you received your consent agenda. And do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Councilman Dowdell?
Yes.
Councilman McComas? Councilman Stewart?
Yes.
Councilman Jones?
Yes.
And Mayor?
Yes. We have 3 action items. A, discuss an action on amendment to the Economic Development Trust. I believe, are you going to be handling that, Ryan?
Well, and so this comes before you as a product of the original declaration of trust that you guys passed back in 2018 when the Economic Development Authority was created. The language of the trust provides that the document itself can be amended by motion and approval of the trustees who you have appointed and confirmation by the council. So in their discussions, the trustees of the trust have determined that it would be beneficial to the municipality itself, the trust itself, in the spirit of what their purpose is, to open the pool of potential individuals who might serve as trustee of the trust, to not just the individuals who reside within the municipal limits of the municipality, but also to those individuals who own property in the municipality and the business owners in the municipality. So I think as far as this body is concerned, I think the important point is for your purposes, whenever it becomes necessary to find replacements for the individuals that are currently identified there, your pool of potential candidates is now broader. You, as the councilman, are the actual appointing body. In other words, whenever it comes time to appoint somebody, the 5 guys up here, the mayor and 4 councilmen, are going to be the individuals that ultimately make a recommendation with regard to who should be appointed, and then ultimately vote on whether those individuals will be appointed. All this amendment does, is open the pool available to you for candidates who you can choose to fill those positions.
Yeah, and for any future expirations and people that we would like to put on new or change it out, it just broadens it to where.
Right, when these terms,
property owners
when
and
these
business.
individuals' terms expire, the pool of individuals who will be able to fill those positions will be broader than the residents.
All right, are there any other questions about the nature of this? Question? Okay, do I hear a motion to approve? Second.
Councilman McComas?
Yes.
Councilman Jones?
Yes.
Councilman Dowdell,
Yes.
Councilman Stewart,
Yes.
and Mayor.
Yes. Action item B, consider take action on appointment to the Planning and Zoning Board and Board of Adjustment to fill an unexpired term.
This agenda item is a result of Mr. McComas, who now serves on the city council and therefore does not qualify to sit on either one of those boards, of which he sits on both. There's either one or two members that are joint, so there's cohesion between the two. It has been the practice of the council to appoint that person, which is recommended by members of one of the boards. And we had a Board of Adjustments meeting last week or the week before. And the individuals there were in support of Jason Smith, whose resume was a part of the packet. So this gentleman's recommendation to sit on both of these comes to you with support from at least the members of the Board of Adjustments.
Pat, you got anything else to say about that, or?
I think it's gonna be a good fit.
Any other questions? Any motion?
Motion to approve Jason to the,
Board of Adjustments and
Adjustments
Planning.
and Planning Zone Committee. Second.
Councilman Dowdell,
Yes.
Councilman McComas, Councilman Stewart,
Yes.
Councilman Jones,
Yes.
and Mayor.
Yes. Action item C, consider take action on Dobson Technologies Master Service Agreement. Mark, you gonna address this?
Yeah, Dobson Technologies is a company that provides fiber optic services. They have trunk line within the city limits of. Our attention was brought to this by a Clinton businessman within the last 8 to 9 months, but Dobson does not want to provide services to individuals in the community unless they have a master services agreement with the city, which means they would provide services to us. We are currently served by Cable One. That agreement expires July the 1st of 2020. We have spoken to individuals that have access to Dobson Technology, who speak highly of the service, of their technological advances in their equipment, and the price is less for them. This business would save about $700 a month at the Clinton site at this time. We weren't willing to sign up with Dobson and begin paying them when we're already paying Cable One. Dobson came back to us and said, okay, if you'll sign this master services agreement, then your action with us won't take place until July the 1st of 2020, but we will begin to immediately serve persons within the community that desire services. It's kind of a win-win. The cost to the city is identical. There's no saving for us there. But, and I wish Gene, don't ask technological questions. Gene's going to be here, and he got called away on family matter. But, his words are, the service that's provided by Dobson Technology, he feels, will be beneficial for us. So we get an advancement in service, and it will benefit the business community in Clinton, Oklahoma. So, recommendation of staff is to approve this.
So we would get a better product,
Yes.
and the business owners are gonna save some money.
Well, they'll really get both. They're going to save some money, and they get a
And it's a
preferable
wash.
It's financially it's a wash for us, yes.
And then at the end of the contract with Cable One,
Yes.
then this, will we go back to the drawing board
No,
here?
no, it will take effect for the city on July the 1st. Enacting this today just makes it available to the businesses.
How long are those terms? How long is the agreement? Well, Cable One is set by whatever, it doesn't matter.
Which agreement with Dobson?
No, it'd be the same as the same agreement in terms of time would be the same as the.
5 years.
5 years.
It's 5 years.
So,
We switched to Cable One, I think, while I've been here, and it was for a financial reason, because the provider we had was much higher. You know, we're willing to move to a better deal if one shows up, and we think one has, and it just doesn't benefit us, it benefits everybody on Frisco Avenue.
And it doesn't violate the ongoing.
No, it does not. Mr. Meacham has reviewed the contract.
How does this affect the people that are using Cable One now for their internet, for the Wi-Fi, everything that they have through Cable One? How is that going to affect them?
I think that, I don't know, I believe that the Cable One will be able to continue to serve them. This really, Dobson Technologies could, I believe, provide services within the city, but they choose not to do so unless they have the city as an anchor. Now, that's what they're talking about. Bobby, I don't think it will change, it will affect the ones that have Cable One. This is not a franchise agreement.
It won't.
So people can
I
say.
call it Sparklight, it's Sparklight now, right, not Cable One.
Yeah, what-
And it won't affect, I have Cable One at my house, or Sparklight, and at one of my business, and it won't affect it.
And you can stay with them.
If you
You want to.
Yeah, you can stay.
Doesn't matter, yeah, stay with them, it's just another option.
Right. Okay. Is that clear? Okay, any other questions? Do I hear a
I'll make a
motion?
motion to approve the agreement with Dobson.
Second.
Councilman Dowdell?
Yes.
Councilman Jones?
Yes.
Councilman McCombs?
Yes.
Councilman Stewart?
Same.
And Mayor.
Yes. All right. Any other remarks, council, this time? Mark?
You know, I would mention, Clinton First, I think is a project to clean up a portion of Clinton. It's going to be based upon the number of volunteers that show up. It's this Saturday at 8 o'clock. Those interested parties show up at the Frisco Center. Do you want to add anything to that?
Just really excited to get this program underway. We invite all the council members and people in the audience to show up and volunteer to help clean up the community. We'll be doing this the first Saturday of each month from 8 to noon, followed by some sort of lunch, and then hopefully some live music as well, and celebrate the success of cleaning up our community.
So 8 o'clock, Saturday morning. Frisco Center, east side. Your office.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Anybody else have anything? Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Councilman McCombs? Councilman Dowdell?
Yes.
Councilman Jones?
Yes.
Councilman Stewart?
Yes.
And Mayor.
Yes. Good night, all.